I will mention too, we're going to be up in the air as well with our helicopters.
Yes.
So we will be taking a look at the kind of damage and the needs that people have right now. It's pretty scary to see what people are facing out there. Brent Sullivan is in Lakeland tonight. He's been covering what's taking place out there. Again, Brent will just underscore it. This was a storm that was initially predicted that, people heading in that direction were pretty safe. But they certainly have felt the impact of Hurricane Ian.
They felt the impact indeed. In fact, we're living the impact as we speak right now. I can tell you, though, about 3,000 people here in Polk County are riding out the storm in shelters right now. They didn't want to take any chances. They left their homes and went to one of the many shelters that the county is providing. On top of that, I should add that that's probably for good reason, because right now, as we speak, a third of the county is without electricity. Crews will be working as soon as they can to go ahead and try to restore electricity, but it will take some time. That's why county leaders are urging for patience right now. I should also tell you, remind you about something that we've been telling you all day long. Here in Polk County, officials ask that you help them by conserving water at home, and that all boils down to the storm system here, because when power goes out, it can really put pressure on that system when too many people are using too much water. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and, don't wash dishes in the dishwasher if you don't have to. Don't wash multiple loads of clothing right now. Don't fill up your bathtub right now. And that'll really help with the system in general. And they're asking that you do that even after the storm passes. But again, the big story out here, folks, in Polk County is rain that continues to fall, and of course, those heavy winds that may be with us for a little bit. And that's what's really keeping those electric crews from getting out tonight. But as you guys just mentioned in studio, they're really hoping to be able to tackle this at daybreak. So we'll continue to keep our eyes on that for you. But for now, that's the very latest from Lakeland. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Brent. And of course, the wind too. Really, that's has to be a certain 35 to 40. They need it to be less than that for them to be able to get out and get to work. Brent talked about water usage, and I think that's important. It's not just Polk County. This is across the Bay Area. Now is not the time to be using a lot of water, because you don't know if there was an issue with the water treatment plant until we hear from our public officials.
There'll be a lot of boil orders, and we'll get a lot of instruction on how to move forward. But you want to be careful with it.
System.
If you have that supply of water that you were urged to get, try to use that if you haven't used it already. But try to stay away from the water and until you're sure it's safe.
Right.